Hi everyone, if you are new to this channel, in this series of going solo videos I am using the final mission of the Dragon's Gambit campaign as a test bench for different mechs and weapon loadouts. This is because this mission presents a good opportunity to explore different tactics, as well as the possibility of fighting both close and long-range combat. Also, I am going into this battle by myself without taking any of my Lancemates with me, so we could better assess and compare how each mech survives and performs in exactly the same kind of scenario. Now, as far as a couple of my previous videos go of this going solo series, I've shown you the true all-time classics of the franchise within the heavy mech category, which were also my all-time favorites: the legendary Marauder and the Warhammer. I've even shown you the two different variants of the Warhammer, which I like, and the way I configure them. And today I am going to show you another Battletech classic, and the one which I consider also to be one of my all-time favorites within the heavy mech category. The mech which also was the face of the franchise at one point. This is, as far as the MechWarrior 4 is concerned, it was a face of that franchise, which is the legendary Black Knight. Let's take a look at it. Now, even though, as I've mentioned, I consider the Black Knight as one of my all-time favorites, it is my favorite depending on the variant. This is something that I want to emphasize here. Not every single Black Knight variant is my favorite. Not at all, not at all. Only specific ones are. That's something that I want to stress. Now let's talk about those different variants. First of all, as far as this particular mech collection is concerned, I do not have every single Black Knight variant. I don't have every single available variant. But I do have in my other career, the one where I was fighting for a much longer time. There I've managed to acquire every single variant, but in this one I don't have every single one. But I do have, fortunately, I do have the most important ones, and the ones that I will call as my all-time favorites. So let's go ahead and start with those. So first, let's take a look at the this BL-6-KNT. This variant, this model, was pretty much the original Star League era variant, Star League era build variant. Let's go ahead and take a look at the original loadout first, okay, and then I will show you what I've done with it. Originally, it comes with this single hit sinks, and it comes with this amazing Beagle active probe. This equipment enhances your sensor range capability, allowing you to detect enemy mech targets, not just mech targets, pretty much any enemy targets, including the ground vehicles, behind the hills, behind the terrain, behind the rocks, and behind the buildings, within the 900-meter radius. Absolutely amazing equipment, which increases pretty much your situational awareness, allowing you to make better tactical decisions. I've already shown you how this works in my other videos, the one which I've made about the Battlemeister. There is one Battlemeister variant which houses this equipment as well. Now, as far as the weaponry is concerned, so this is what this variant, this Starlink era variant, originally comes with. It's got one small laser short burst in the head. It's got the two large lasers short burst versions in the shoulders, and then it's got 4 medium lasers short burst versions as well, 2 in the arms and 2 in the torsos as well. And then it also houses this one standard PPC in one of the arms. So this is the original weaponry. Now here is what I've done with this. Well, first of all, I've upgraded every single heatsink with the double heatsinks, and because of that, it allows me to use all the standard lasers. Now, the difference between the short burst lasers and the standard lasers is that the short burst lasers, they generate less heat and they have a greater firing rate than the standard lasers. However, they don't generate as much damage as standard lasers. They do a little bit less damage because they have a shorter burn time, naturally. Nevertheless, like I said, they make up for it with a much greater firing rate and the better, heat. They don't generate as much heat as the standard ones. I absolutely love those lasers. But the reason why I decided not to use them in here is because I saved them for the other version because they are kinda, they are kinda rare. And besides that, I just wanted, to have a variety. I wanted to have one build with standard lasers and the other one with the short burst lasers, just, for the variety purpose. And I can do it here because I've got all these double heat sinks. They greatly help with the heat management. And then, of course, I've upgraded everything to the 5 tier level 5, including this original PPC. So this is my take on this original Starlink era variant. Now let's go ahead and take a look at another spectacular variant, which is this one, BL-6B-KNT, okay? Now, what is this thing? The 6B variant, okay, is the upgraded, is sort of like the upgraded variant of the original 6. This one, the BL-6B-KNT variant, this is the Star League Royal Defense Force variant, okay? It was produced for, for the Star League Royal Defense Guards, which were pretty much, the best of the best elite MechWarriors, and they were also receiving, best variants and best equipment alike. So let's take a look at the original loadout and see how it's different. Well, if you strip down of all the weapons, this variant and, the standard -6 variant, they will be pretty much the same. The difference is, the only difference is in the stock weapons. Well, first of all, as you can see right away, by default it comes with the double heat sinks, the 6 double heat sinks in here. Then, just like the other variant, it's got this 4 of these medium lasers, short burst version as well, okay, and then the small laser short burst version as well in the head. But instead of the large lasers short burst, it's got this 2 large pulse lasers, okay. And then instead of standard PPC, it comes with the ER PPC, which is the extended range PPC, which has greater range and much faster projectile speed as compared to the standard version. All right. Now, these large pulse lasers, what's important to note, they weigh as much as the standard PPC, which is 7 tons, as you can see, as opposed to standard large lasers or the short burst lasers that weigh only 5 tons. 2 tons less than the large pulse lasers. So these are very, very heavy, but they generate even slightly more damage. They cause even more damage to an enemy target, slightly more than the PPCs, while weighing as much. But they don't have as much of range as the PPCs. This is something that's important to note. This is as far as MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries is concerned, because pulse lasers in MechWarrior 2, for instance, were quite different from the MechWarrior 5. This is something that I want to stress. Those were different, but I'm not gonna get into that. Now let's take a look at what I've done to this configuration. This is what I've done to this. I'm not gonna go into much detail about my choices of weaponry in here, because otherwise it will make this video kinda long. But this is what I've done to this. I will talk about it in my next video, because we are not gonna be testing this version today. I will save it for another video. Alright, the reason why I wanted to show you and talk a lot about this two of these my favorites Star League era Black Knights is because we wanna take compare it to the downgraded version. Now, this variant BL-7-KNT-L variant, or there is also a somewhat similar BL-7-KNT with no -L variant, which is also somewhat common in this game. All of these -7 variants, they are downgraded versions of this original -6 variants, Star League era. This is the downgraded version of the Succession Wars era. When some of the important factories producing some important equipment were destroyed, they had to come up with a solution. When they couldn't acquire that older equipment, they had to come up with some kind of solutions to keep these mechs going. Let's take a look at this variant and what makes it downgraded version. Okay, so this is the original variant. Okay, all the original lasers, short burst variants, were replaced with the standard lasers, which are a lot more common. In this particular -L variant, they've replaced the PPC with the large laser, because they were becoming kinda rare, the PPCs more rare during Succession Wars. But there is also, regular -KNT version with no -L, which still retained the PPC. The original large, the original and the steel lighter and the steel chassis was replaced with the regular standard chassis, which is heavier by a few tons heavier than the original and the steel structure. And then of course all the double heat sinks, we are not even talking about any double heat sinks, rare double heat sinks in here. Everything, utilizes the single heat sinks, as you can see. Now here is what I've done to change this, to upgrade this downgraded version. Replaced all the single heat sinks with the double ones, and upgraded all the lasers with the 5-tier lasers, although I still have them, as standard lasers. I didn't use any short burst lasers here as well. Just, again, for the variety, I saved all my short burst lasers for that other Starlink era variant. The other change that I've done, I did not utilize this slot for a small laser. I got rid of it. It's completely unnecessary there. Instead, I used that available tonnage to maximize the amount of armor in the torso and in the arms. The only compromise which I did, I shaved off 5 points of armor of the legs to be able to meet this required tonnage. And also, as you can see, all the armor is allocated mostly towards the front in here. So this is what I've done to this to improve it. Now let's take a look at the upgrades which I've done to this chassis. Well, this 2 of my standard upgrades reinforcing the structure and the armor. These 3 are increasing the firing rate by a little bit of all of these energy weapons, and this one helps a little bit with the hit capacity, because this is, all energy based mech after all. So these are the upgrades. The weapon groups. The weapon groups are, pretty much straightforward. One goes for the laser which is in the arms, 1 large laser. The other one shoots the 2 large lasers in the Alpha Strike, in pair, the ones that are housed in the torso. And then the medium lasers are split into 2 groups, the one between, the ones that are in the arms, and the 2 in the torso. That's my logic and thinking behind it. Alright. And this is going to be the variant that we will take a look in today's video, okay? This downgraded Succession Wars era variant will start with this one. Even though it is a somewhat downgraded variant compared to those 2 amazing Starlink eras, nevertheless, you can still get a lot of use out of this chassis. You shouldn't necessarily disregard this one. It is still quite useful. What else I was gonna say? Went kinda blank. I'm kinda tired at this point. It's kinda late in here. But anyways, this is what we are going to explore today. And then we'll save this amazing Starlink era variants for other videos. Now, before we will start this battle, I just quickly wanna take a look at this other BL-7-KNT-P variant. This one is a melee variant. This is the original loadout, okay? the difference is that, I mean, obviously it's got all the single hit sinks, no double hit sinks. The difference is that instead of 4 medium lasers, it's got 2 medium lasers, and then it's got still, you know, those 3 lasers, just like that other variants. I've shown you 3 large lasers, and instead of the 2 medium lasers, the 2 additional medium lasers, it's got this melee weapon, heavy longsword. This is how I configured it. Upgraded double hit sinks and, you know, all the lasers to the tier level 5, and as well as this weapon. Now, I am not going to be testing this variant in this mission, because in general, I don't, let me be honest, I don't even like it. I do like some melee mechs, okay? I do like some of them, but in general, I prefer destroying targets at longer ranges. Trying to get too close to an enemy mech targets to be able to use this melee weapon leads to acquiring a lot of damage and perhaps even losing components. It's not very practical, particularly in this kind of chassis, because let's face it, the Black Knight chassis isn't necessarily the most rugged or the most durable kind of chassis. Even though I increased the amount of armor, still I've never, you know, from my experience, I've never been particularly successful with this chassis. Yes, you can be somewhat successful with it depending on the mission, depending on the difficulty, but this isn't my first choice, and this is probably my least favorite Black Knight variant. For that matter, we are not gonna be testing it in this mission. I don't see the point of doing so. Let's just test other variants, including this, you know, useful, you know, downgraded but somewhat useful variant of the Succession Wars era. Let's go ahead and take it into the combat and see how it does, and see if we can even survive this mission using this downgraded variant. Again, no Lancemates. You know, just me piloting this Black Knight.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
So long, mercenary scum.
Task is simple. Drive out the remaining Knights of St. Cameron by any means necessary.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. It's Liberation Day. For the Combine!
For the Combine.
And all the families we've lost. And the ones that remain.
You speak like victory is inevitable. But there's one problem. You now face Alistair and the Knights of St. Cameron. The true believers will not rest until the entire Combine is liberated from their real oppressors.
Seems you're in the dark. You fight for the oppressors. And you fight alone.
Lies! It seems that you have a hunger to die. Don't worry, we will accommodate you.
Identified Knights of St. Cameron crossing into the target area.
Unleash hell!
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Raptor unit receiving heavy fire.
New target trebuchet. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Oops.
New target
Accidentally
eliminated.
pressed the button.
Target
Okay, I
destroyed.
did nail him. Trying to stay mobile.
New target
Ah,
acquired.
I really didn't want to catch
Target
those
acquired.
PPCs. Who do I go after first? This guy?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Let's go for the awesome. No?
Target destroyed.
Okay.
Target
What's doing
acquired.
here? This
Target destroyed.
tanks.
New target Archer. New target Grasshopper.
Yeah, that grasshopper is gonna be tough to take down. They take a lot of beating. I will try to aim for the head.
Target acquired.
Or should I take down this longbow first? You know what? While he's distracted, we better get rid of this. This thing there, because it's quite dangerous. Okay, he's getting ammo explosion. There he goes. Okay, now we can breathe. Now let's work on this grasshopper. The one can take a lot of beating. Okay, his armor is gone in his inner torso. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Target
Finally.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Yikes! The armor on my right arm is gone already, which is my large laser. Should have been more careful about it, and should have avoided
Target destroyed.
those open field kind of environments and catching those LRMs. Yikes, I am about to lose an arm. And in general, you know, these Black Knight's arms are kinda weak. It's easy, somewhat easy to lose them. Okay, what else is out here? No alarms, please. No alarms, please. Let's take down this archer. I am in a minimum range of his alarms. Ah,
Incoming! More nitrates hitting the ground!
there he goes.
Surrender while you still can.
We've come too far to surrender
Zeus, he's got alarms.
So be it.
He's got alarms. Okay, but I shaved off his armor.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
And then there is this catapult. Okay, they are working on him. They are working on him,
New
which is
target
nice.
catapult.
Eagle's Nest Reaper
Target
unit is going
destroyed.
critical. Repeat, critical.
Where do they all go? Where do they all go? Is there something else that I've missed? I mean, like the friendly units. What are they doing over there? Is there something? Oh, looks like something is behind me.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
A lot of stuff is coming after me. Okay, I have to find a better, you know, safer firing location. I wanna take them out one by one. I don't have
Incoming missile.
an armor to deal with all of them at once. Let's be careful. Let's be careful.
New target assassin.
Who is it?
Target
Oh, oh,
acquired.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Incoming
whoa,
missile.
whoa. Yeah, my arm is in a pretty bad shape. I am about to lose it.
New target Victor.
It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff coming in.
Target acquired.
Okay, let's get rid of this little guy. He's hiding. No. Have to deal with this Orion.
Incoming missile.
Tracking more night units setting down, Commander. They're
Okay.
advancing from the back of the perimeter.
Destroy them!
We're not in the business of losing.
Target destroyed.
Our skill in battle
Incoming
is
missile.
unmatched.
We've already fought a war of attrition. This is nothing.
Yikes. Yikes. Everybody's targeting that arm, that damaged arm. Need to find a better location.
Target acquired.
It's Marauder. Let me continue working on that Orion though.
New target Marauder.
Where is
Target
it? Where's him?
acquired. Target destroyed.
Finally nailed him. Yep, that laser, large laser in that arm. No, the medium laser is gone. Large laser is fine. Yeah, I don't have one.
Target
Ah.
destroyed.
Yeah, I'm down to...
Target destroyed. Incoming
Yeah,
missile.
that
Target
arm
acquired.
had one medium laser and one large laser, so it's gone. It's gone. I've lost that component. But at the same time, you know, it will generate less heat on the last side.
Heavy damage.
Incoming missile.
Let me find a better location. Let's drag them over here.
New target Thunderbolt.
Running scared. Moving in for the kill.
Target
That
acquired.
mech is on our kill list. You know what to do.
Target destroyed.
Okay, Thunderbolt. We wanna get him to come over here. Shoot, they broke those walls.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target Banshee.
It's gonna take some time to destroy him.
forces.
Picking
Right,
up another
well-
heat signature in the vicinity.
You all refuse to die.
As you can see, my armor in the center torso is gone,
It appears you have a hunger to die.
and I've lost an
Don't
arm,
worry.
and
We
my other
will
arm
accommodate
is
you.
about to go as well.
Then what are you
In
waiting
pretty bad
for?
shape.
Come on.
These guys are in a pretty bad shape. Let's see. This one actually, you know, can still fight, but I mean, this is the assassin, of course. So I will wait for the enemies to come over here. Let's see, where are they? No, that's probably a bad idea. Let's wait for them over here. I don't think I'm gonna make it, to be honest. I don't think this variant is suitable for a mission like this. As a matter of fact, I may be better off going to here they are.
Target acquired.
I may be better off dragging them over there. That's, you know, a better location for that matter. I don't think I'm gonna survive.
Legion reinforcements set. Stand by.
It's pointless. We will bury each and every single one of you. Even if you
Oh,
manage to
nice.
escape,
Oh,
our forces will
thank
come
God
to
we are
finish
getting
you
this
off.
reinforcement. Oh man, do I need it? Do I need it right at the moment? That is like a bliss. Well, in this case, we might have a
Target
chance.
acquired.
We might have a chance to survive.
Incoming missile.
Alright, let's go ahead and help them with this Victor. Oops, sorry. I wanna take off his AC-20. Okay,
Target
let me help
acquired.
them with this Orion. Hey, I am here.
That mech is heavily damaged.
Alright, I got his attention. Let me drag him over here because I don't wanna get exposed to that other mech.
Target acquired.
Okay, Victor, let's, he's in a bad shape, let's nail him. No, he just refuses. Ah, okay, he ejected. So let's focus on this Orion. Ammo explosion, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. He's got a C10 left.
Target
There he
destroyed.
goes.
Target acquired.
Then we have the awesome. Alright, awesome. And then this missile launcher.
New target awesome.
I wanna grab his attention and drag him over here. Is he coming after me? Yeah, come after me. Come after me. Oh, my center torso is about to go. No, he's not coming after me. Come on, man. Come on, I am here. Get me. I am in a bad shape.
Target acquired.
No, I'm not getting his attention. Is he gonna just take beating from those guys?
Reporting significant damage to Mech structure.
Okay, okay, well, let's finish him off then.
Target acquired.
All units, hostile mechs inbound.
Okay, I took his arm. I wanna stay farther away from that longbow.
Target acquired.
That is for sure. Okay, he's in a bad shape. He's just in as bad shape as I am.
Critical hit. You
There
got it.
he goes. There he
Target
goes.
acquired.
Can't be over. It can't be over.
Now I have to go
It's
help
over
these
for
guys
you.
with that longbow.
This victory will
Okay,
echo
they
across
did a
the
good
combine.
job. They did a
Let
good
it be
job.
home to all
All
our
right,
people and
all
loved
right.
ones. That our homeland,
Well,
our way of life, will carry on for years to
barely
come.
made it. Barely made it. Look at my
Your
center
efforts here
torso.
won't
The
soon
state
be
of my
forgotten,
center
Commander.
torso.
We could not have prevailed
Look
here
at
without
this.
you at our
No
side.
arm.
Tronic
No
Prime is
armor.
free, but plenty of fight
Well,
remains.
it is a downgraded
There is no telling
variant.
where the next
What would
conflict
you
may
expect?
Return to your ship.
That's
and
exactly
conduct
what
a
I was
repair
talking
cycle.
about, you know, not every
We will be in
Black
touch
Knight
to update you on the state
is
of
my
things.
favorite. Let's see the summary. Well, you know, still, even though I barely survived, I've managed to get 21 mech kills. And that is, you know, a pretty good number for a 75-ton heavy mech. That's a, you know, pretty good result. Pretty good result, except for the fact that I barely survived, I barely made it. I've lost a bunch of components and I was about to go critical, you know, with this center torso. Center torso, as you can see, you know, all these damages and the equipment that I've lost. Okay, so this goes to show you, even though, yeah, it's indeed a downgraded variant, you can still get some use out of it. It's not bad. It's not terrible. Let's go assess the damage. So these are the... yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. We need to repair the arm and these lasers. Double hit sinks. Obviously, I've lost some of those. Yeah. A bunch of repairs. Let's see. Let's take a closer look at what I've lost. So, obviously, this one is gone. The arm. This one, it's damaged, but it's not gone. You see, it's not red. It's yellow, meaning that it's damaged, but it's not gone. And then here, yeah, that's in a pretty horrible shape, obviously. All right, so, well, there is my take on this sort of downgraded Succession Wars era Black Knight. Still, even though I barely survived, I've managed to do a bunch of kills with it, and it's still a useful mech. It's not terrible by any means, it's not bad. You know, if you come across this one, you may still want to consider it, and this is why, you know, I have this in my collection as well. It may be well suitable for some missions. You know, this one was like 100 difficulty level mission. obviously, and I went there without my Lancemates, but in other circumstances, you know, a mission with a lesser difficulty, it can work. It can totally work. It can totally work. Maybe I could have done better. I don't know if I tried harder, you know, if I were a bit more careful. But you know, it's life. It's combat. It's life. What can you do? What can you do? Also, that's my take. Anyways, in the next videos, we will be definitely looking at these badass Starlink era variants, the original ones. This is something that I am really looking forward to. Again, not every Black Knight was created equal, okay? There are several different variants, not all of them are great variants, okay? Like I said, I don't necessarily like that melee variant. I think this one, the one I've just shown you, is an okay variant. And then we should definitely see how these two bad boys are compared to this one. So please stay tuned for that. Anyways, this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, have a nice day.